whistle. Everybody's happy, ringing and swizzle. Some stomping and tapping, oh, some lose their coat, some lose their hat. I heard a sister holler, it's tight like that. No invitation, nobody's barred. Everybody's happy, nobody's hard. Ringing and swizzle, body hard. Ringing and swizzle, hello God.
Okay, Louie, we got the place surrounded. Come out with your hands up.
You coppers ain't never gonna take me alive.
Louis, you must listen to reason.
Ma, what are you doing here?
After the detectives told me what happened, I just had to come. I've brought Father O'Donnell with me. You know you can trust him.
Saints preserve us. Can't even a lost soul find forgiveness?
I can't, Pops. I ain't no sap.
Toss that out here. Put your hands in the air.
Please, Louis, listen to your mother. It was that McLaughlin boy, wasn't it? He was always a bad influence.
Go away, Ma. It's too late.
Sure, and it's never too late in the eyes of the Lord.
Tell it to the choir. Tell the world, Ma.
Okay, Louie, we're coming in.
Can Ma save her son? Will the McLaughlin boy come clean? Should Father O'Donnell tell Louis his terrible secret? Tune in tomorrow for the conclusion of Public Enemies. This is KOWS, coming to you live all the time from East Northport.
And we're out. That was great. This good cover on those typos. Eve, you almost had me crying. Foley, take it easy with those gunshots. We're peeking all over the place. It's a detective story, not the Terminator, for Christ's sakes. Denny, great character. Where'd that come from?
I was in a similar situation in high school.
Going to promo, then the farm report feed in 5, 4, 3, 2... KOWS on the air. KOWS covering 1 mile square. New story music. We'll keep you listening till the cows come home. Everything is live. Since 1945. That's when I started this place, and I'm gonna be here till the cows come home.
People stating to us every day, work or play, come what may, and with an overnight or matinee, our listeners never roam.
Everything gets done.
Engineering, sound effects, equipment system, paper, coffee, wire service, higher, have, code, bullshit, FCC, clear numbers, 0, 6, station, maybe off the translator, repair, and advance article.
1440 kilohertz. Everyone who hears us recite, once they've heard us, they stay right here until the cows come home.
In emergencies, they know we're here, nice and near, calming fear. And when the trouble's done, they stay to hear an inspiring song or poem. If you're in our line, keep us on your dial.
Guarantee that way, keep you smiling till the cows come home. You'll hear loud music over radio play, from today or yesterday, and once an hour you can hear Jack say,
Here's the latest prices for beef on the hoof.
that's just what we do.
And we're here for you. We'll keep you happy till the cows come home.
Till the cows come home.
Aw, you're looking tired, darling. I'm coming right back for the overnight, so you get ready to go home.
Thanks.
Me too. There's something I gotta take care of. Yo, Foley, if I'm not back in a half an hour, man, could you put this in the mail for me?
Jack, can I borrow the pickup? Old man Simpson's cow got stuck in that ditch, and I told him I'd help get her out after work.
Again? I told him he's gotta fix that fence. Better check the gas. I think it's pretty low.
Thanks.
Jack, got a minute?
Sure, Foley. What's up?
Oh, Fogarty called. Way behind on his payments and doesn't know when he'll get caught up. Wants to know if we consider barter.
What are we gonna do with tractor parts? He's got a sick kid. Let's carry him for a while. At least get him through the harvest season.
Okay, Jack, I'll give him a call.
Have you given any more thought to that offer in Chicago?
I don't think it's for me.
Foley, you're one of the most talented sound engineers in the business. They could really use you up there. The pay's great, and we'll look around.
But I like it here. Okay, I'll give it some more thought. Oh, want to grab a drink at Conroy's?
Sure. We're about to come out of the farm report. I'll do the promos and catch up with you. This is KOWS 1440 on your AM dial, coming to you live from East Northport.
Chicago? Yeah, right. Foley, you think we'll go out of here in a pine box or what?
Well, he looks comfortable.
Foley's been up all night covering. Then he had to rearrange something or other behind the control board. Did you make the calls about Jack's?
Yes, well, mostly. I started through his addresses, but the list was so long. After a while, I just asked people to spread the word. I know there's going to be someone feeling left out.
Oh, you did what you could, Eve. Folks will just have to understand. Nobody saw this coming.
So, Vis, did you have any luck tracking down Albert?
No, I got his machine in Berkeley. Says he's out of the country. Then there was his pager number, and I called that, but he hasn't gotten back to me. I don't know if he has AOL. Gosh, Albert's going to be pretty upset if he misses his dad's funeral.
Any idea what he is doing?
Foley said Jack told him something about trying to find himself. At least he's got help now. We're all trying to find him.
I was just speaking with Mr. Gatewood on Thursday. He seemed so healthy. Oh, hello. I'm Wayne Barker, Chief Counsel with Fletcher, and Schick in Dallas. So sorry about your loss. Had no idea. I was supposed to have a meeting with him this morning.
Oh, you're the network lawyer. I'm Eve Summers, General Manager. We spoke last week. There's been so much to do, I forgot all about it. I'm so sorry.
I understand. Sure, this is a very hard time for all of you.
You're welcome to stay. People should be arriving in about an hour. Is there anything we can get for you?
No, I'm fine. But actually, there is something, Miss Summers. Mr. Gatewood was supposed to sign some papers today in order to finalize our business. I have a 2:40 flight. Do you think you could get these to someone who can sign them?
I wish I could, but Jack didn't give anyone power of attorney.
He didn't believe in lawyers. Used to say they should all be hung by their entrails. Oh, not you in particular. You know, the kind of lawyers with entrails. Oh, not to say you don't have entrails. I mean, who doesn't have entrails? Oh, wow, would you look at that time?
Who is the executor of the estate?
Albert, his son, but he's out of the country.
Looking for himself.
Oh, the flowers! I was supposed to pick them up an hour ago.
I'll give you a hand. I didn't mean to criticize your entrails. It's just that Jack always used to say, "Oh, I gotta go."
Oh, horror show, dude. Oh, heinous. Oh, my Lord in heaven. Oh, my God.
Foley, what the hell happened?
I don't know. I was taking a nap, and I had this dream that a vampire was about to suck out my blood. It was just like in Rosemary's Baby, when Mia Farrow has that dream. You know, she thinks she's dreaming, but then she realizes she's not, and she says, "This is not a dream!" And she wakes up. But you don't know if she really wakes up? Well, I opened my eyes, and I thought my blood was about to be sucked.
Well, he is a lawyer.
I never killed nobody before.
I never climbed the Rockies, never crossed the desert, never trekked the jungle, never did none of that mountain struggle. Dive for treasure neath the ocean's deep, but I killed a man in my sleep. Oh, I killed a man. Oh, I killed a man. I just got enough and looked him in the eye, and I heard him making noise just like a slaughtered sheep when I killed a man in my sleep. I never scored a touchdown, never made a slam dunk, never pitched 9 innings, 'cause I never was too good at sports. No, skied like lightning down a slope so steep, but I killed a man in my sleep. I killed a man. Oh, I killed a man. I just stood up and watched him die. Now he might have been a lawyer or some ordinary creep, but I killed a man in my sleep. I never drank a gold martini, owned a statue by Cellini, never drove a Lamborghini, 'cause I always was a poor boy, so my clothes are ragged and my shoes are cheap, but I killed a man in my sleep. He killed a man. I killed a man. He killed a man. I killed a man. There's more power in my stare than the lightning from the sky. And anyone who crosses me will sow just what they reap, 'cause I killed. He killed a straw. Oh yes, I killed. He killed a big. Oh yeah, I killed. He killed a bad. Watch out, I killed. He killed a straw. I went and killed. Oh well, I killed a man. Killed a man in my sleep.
Albert!
Well, look who's come home to roost.
This goddamn chair is just as comfortable as ever. Never did fit anyone but Dad. Yeah, looks like nothing much has changed around here. Have I?
This is Desiree, your night owl on the night prowl, coming to you live as always from KOWS Radio in East Northport. We'll be listening to music, taking your calls, and advising the lovelorn until the cows come home. And remember, boys, if you're driving, keep at least one hand on the steering wheel. You can call me at 1-800-KOWCHIPS. Oh, W again. I see we have a caller from West Northport. This is Desiree, your night owl on the night prowl. You're on the air there, handsome.
Desiree, this is Dexter. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller, but I've been listening to you for many, many years.
Well, hon, it can't be that long.
Oh, we go way back. I remember that you were on the air and got preempted by Neil Armstrong walking on the moon. That was in the summer of '69 when...
I think we have a bad connection here. You're breaking up, sweetie. Let's go to our next caller. This is Desiree, your night owl on the night prowl. You're on the air, darling.
Desiree?
That's me, my dear. What's on your mind?
Oh, not much.
Well, that's apparent, but why are you calling, handsome?
Well, that last caller got me to thinking of the great job you did covering the Kennedy-Nixon debates.
Oh, dear. Another bad connection.
When them North Koreans crossed the 49th parallel, you were the one told us that...
My, the phones sure are acting up tonight. Let's forget all about the past, all you hotties out there. I like to live for the moment. Carpe per diem, that's my motto. I see we have another caller. This is Desiree, your night owl on the night prowl. How old are you, sexy?
Turned 16 last month, ma'am.
Well, the phone seemed to be working properly again. My, you're up late. What can Desiree do for you, darling?
My grandpa used to talk about you all the time. Says when he was my boy, he used to stay up and listen to you.
We've just got to do something about our phones, or Desiree won't be able to take any more of your calls. Those naughty phones. This is Desiree, the night owl on the night prowl.
Hello?
You're not here to talk about the past, are you?
No, ma'am. I just moved to these here parts a few months ago.
Oh, how sweet. How refreshing. Speak to me, precious.
Well, I got relocated for work and had to leave all my friends and family. It's been a lonesome time, but every night when I can't get to sleep, I turn on the radio and listen to you. I feel like I've really gotten to know you and, well, I think I'm falling in love with you.
In love? With moi?
And I've written a song about you. And me.
A song? How sweet. I don't suppose you can sing it, cutie?
When first we met, she used her flame to set my heart afire. And ever since, just like her name, she is my one desire. A voice that I have only heard A face I've never seen, a shadow of a whisper of a dream. She is so many women and makes me so many men, and I enjoy each one of her again and again and again. A voice that turns my heart to love and turns my breath to steam. A shadow of a whisper of a dream. Does love need a face, a time or a place, or can it transcend space and time? I close my eyes and see a world where Desiree's married to me. I'm happiest when Desiree is mine. Does love need a touch, or even as much as a meeting on one exquisite day? I know we have a chance for our fairy tale romance. I'll be the prince who carries her away. Asthma. Sorry. Even though I've never met her, still I feel I know her well, and I dream about a meeting in an opulent hotel with champagne and with flowers and dairy-free whipped cream. A shadow of a whisper of my favorite radio dream.
Yep, the reflection has changed a bit. Best get used to it, Chica. You've got the perfect face for radio now, don't you?
And then when we docked in Mombasa, the messages were waiting for me at the American Express office. So now you pretty much caught up on what's been going on with me for the past 12 years.
I gotta do some stuff. The station records are in the booth. Dad was setting up some kind of financing when, well, I guess you'll need to look at him and talk to Eve.
Hi.
Hi, Albert.
We didn't get to talk much at the funeral.
It's not a good time now. The organ mic has been acting up. I've got to switch it out before the next segment.
Pardon me. Do you know where I might find Mr. Gatewood?
Sorry, he's no longer with us.
Do you know where I can find him?
Look in the control room. There's a silver coffee can.
What?
Jack passed away last week, but maybe there's something I could do for you there, Mr. Man?
Actually, I was looking for his son.
Oh, Albert, there he is. You've got company, darling.
Ah, Mr. Gatewood, I'm very sorry about your loss. Please accept my sincerest condolences. My name is Lash Rambo. Your father and I had a business arrangement all worked out. I sent my attorney to finalize things, but you weren't around at the time.
Yeah, I just missed him the other day.
Well, I thought I'd just come by personally. Hopefully we can close the deal today. Have you had a chance to review the papers that Mr. Barker left?
Actually, I was just about to do that. I'm the station's general manager.
That's good. Very good. We're talking about a substantial amount of money here, right?
Really?
I'd say $250,000 was substantial, wouldn't you?
$250,000 bucks?
That is a lot of money. Why do you want this station so badly?
Actually, little lady, that's a two-part question. Part one, why, is the eternal question that has both intrigued and plagued mankind since we emerged from the primordial ooze. It reflects the inner conflict of our human condition, and unless there has been some breakthrough in philosophical thinking, to this day remains unanswerable. Part two, do I want this station? Yes.
But we cover only 1 square mile.
With expanded coverage at night.
I guess you haven't been reading the trades. My network, WHAT, has acquired every station in the country that's on this frequency. Every station, that is, except yours. In 1 week, we plan to start broadcasting coast to coast, border to border. But right here in the middle of the country, there's this one little area that's standing in the way of what?
What?
Exactly.
What's what?
What just happens to be the fastest growing radio network in America. That's what.
Is it top 40?
No, we hate that kind of radio.
Classic rock?
Nope, hate that too. Country? Yeah! No.
News? Talk?
Hate it even more.
Are you going to keep our format and extend it all over the country?
Oh, you sweet little thing. Hell no. I say we hate that kind of radio even more than country.
We hate everyone who's skinny. We hate everyone who's tall. We hate all of the fat ones and those whose height is small. We hate all of the people who maintain an average weight. And all the ones of average height we also love to hate. We hate the intellectual who's so proud of his brain. We hate the redneck too dumb to come in out of the rain. And how we hate the middle brow who won't make up his mind between his guilty pleasures and the things that are refined. We hate Hindus, we hate Muslims, Hare Krishnas make us pissed. We hate the the Zoroastrian and the godless atheist. We hate Jainists, we hate Buddhists, we hate universal use, we hate Christians, we hate Shintos, and of course we hate the Jews. We hate all of the Arabs, may their camels nest with fleas. We hate all the Hispanics, and we hate the Japanese. We hate the colored people, let's abolish civil rights. We hate Inuits and Indians, and also hate the whites. The Irish, the English, the Swedes, and the Finnish, Mexicans, Greeks, Lithuanians, Letts, Tibetans, Somalis, Chileans, Bengalis, the Danes, the Australians, the French with their pets, Namibians, Bolivians, Iranians, Canadians, Romanians, Tanzanians, people from Cork, Estonians, Bolognians, Brazilians, Castilians, Sicilians, and millions of folks from New York. All Norwegians, Polynesians, Fiji Islanders, Scottish Highlanders, Ecuadorians, Singaporeans, all Hungarians, Rastafarians, all Armenians, Argentinians, Balinese, Cubans, Arubans, every Kuwaiti, people from Haiti, folks from Kenya, Latvia, Lithuanians, Transylvanians, Mauritanians, Pennsylvanians, Macedonians, New Caledonians, ladies and mans, and radio fans. We hate the lousy socialists for forcing us to share. Capitalists are even worse because they do not care. We hate communists and barterers, perhaps by now you see. I hate each one of you, and I am not too fond of me!
Why did he have to show up now, when it's too late? You're not thinking of selling to that creep, are you?
Well, at least he's got you talking to me. I don't know. I took a quick look at the numbers, and this place is hemorrhaging money. That guy's offering $250,000. That's enough to cover all the losses and maybe even make a little something. If this place goes belly up, they'll just take the license anyway.
Albert, this place was your dad's whole world. It's our lives. Jack never would have sold out to that guy.
I'll take a closer look at those papers.
Well, you ain't gonna look at them now. Ungar starts in 45 seconds, and we're short 2 actors.
Where's this?
Simpson's cow stepped on his foot. They're both at the vet.
Albert, you're Ungar.
What? I haven't done this in years.
And Denny?
Haven't heard from her since the funeral. Somebody's been painting question marks on all the stop signs in town. Knows she's still around. 30 seconds to air.
Delivery. This is for Mr. Gatewood's...
That's me.
Funeral. I guess I'm a bit early.
Can you read?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. You got the part.
Ungar in 10.
On the radio? But I get nervous when I talk in front of...
Read it!
Unger?
Ungar in 5, 4, 3, 2.
It's time for Ungar, Guardian of the Serengeti. In our last episode, June Spitznagel, niece of the internationally renowned anthropologist, returned to the encampment to discover that her Uncle Charles had been abducted by ivory poachers. Following their trail, she spotted them while high atop a cliffside perch. At that moment, the edge of the cliff began to crumble.
Shh! June, safe! No! Scream! No, warn poachers!
With an arm as mighty as chrome steel, Ungar hauls June up over the cliff to safety.
Oh, Ungar, thank heavens, however did you find me?
Ungar follows smell. June smelled like wildflowers after rain. No rain today, so Ungar know it's June.
The poachers have captured Uncle Charles, and I fear they're going to force him to lead them to the elephant graveyard.
Down on the savannah, the poachers were quickly losing patience with Professor Spitznagel. You'll tell us where it is if you know what's good for you.
You can hurt me all you want, but I won't talk. That graveyard is sacred.
I will miss with the next one, Grandpa. Hey, what's that noise? Will Professor Spitznagel be crushed by the mammoth beasts? Can the secret of the sacred elephant graveyard be kept? Will June learn the truth about her uncle? Tune in next time for Ungar, Guardian of the Serengeti.
Albert, we all have been talking, and well, we'd really like to try to keep the station going. We can raise $35,000, maybe more. That'll cover the day-to-day for a while. We've got a lot of good ideas, and we think we can turn it around. What do you think?
You're not thinking of selling out to that horrible man, are you?
Can't do that.
You've got to turn them down.
I'm tired of hearing what I've gotta do. It's a free damn country. I'll do what I want.
Sounds like this free country just went up for sale.
Oh, 44 years every day she would toil at a company trading in coal and in oil. The day she retired, the firm was acquired. There's more trouble now than this hard-working gal ever feared. Because the pension fund money seems to have all disappeared. Nobody knows where the money went, borrowed or squandered or stolen or spent. It can make a poor girl weep and wail. They claim they were bankrupt when they were sold, but that old CEO has a mountain of gold. Is this country free, or is it only for sale?
Month after month, that big check he would pay. He knew he'd need health insurance someday. When he cracked his head, he was nearly dead. The doctor just gave him some aspirin and said, off you go. Then the doctor got a commendation from that HMO. He told them he paid them so well for so long. They gave him a dance and they gave him a song. It can make a poor boy weep and well. He paid to see all kinds of specialists. They let him see a gynecologist. Is this country free, or is it only for sale?
If you'd make a change, well, they used to say, run for some office somewhere. But how can you run for an office today if you're not a millionaire? With rats running wild, the area stank. They'd walk half a mile to the subway or bank. For years they'd endure, for where else could poor folks live? paying rent every month to that old fat cat. But now the neighborhood's trendy and they've been thrown out of their flat. People are working and paying their bills, sweating at Walmart and restaurants and mills. Toil for that minimum penny scale. They trust the foundation they're standing on till somebody buys it and then it's gone. Was this the land of the free, or is this country for sale? Is this country free, or is it only for sale?
Well, hell. Denny, what up? Haven't seen you in what? Days, a week? I really worry about him or her or hell, whatever. Where the fuck are you?
Frontier lawyer in 60, and we're still short 2 actors.
Albert, you're the announcer.
Eve, I can't. Oh, okay.
Down 1 actor. 1 very versatile, many-voiced
Hey,
actor.
y'all. I forgot to leave this here when I was...
Here. Frontier lawyer in 10.
Sure, which one am I?
He's the announcer, he's Soapy, you're Pecos and the bad guys.
And the bad guys? Oh, no.
Frontier lawyer in 5, 4, 3, 2...
In our last episode, Pecos Pierre and Soapy the Mule Skinner were cornered by the McCaskill boys in Echo Canyon.
They got us pinned down, Soapy.
Good name it, Pecos. I knew we shouldn't have rode into this here canyon without first taking a look-see. Them McCaskill boys done got us boxed in.
It would seem so, mon ami. But as the Comanches like to say, chin en coton.
Huh?
Roughly speaking, it means careful what you wish for.
You mean like the time I was at Medicine Bowl and asked one of them dancers at the saloon to go out back with me? Up 3 days later, buck naked with my belly shaved.
Something like that. But it seems that Brett and his boys have forgotten another bit of Indian lore.
What's that, Pecos?
It's called Walla Wawa.
What a?
Settlers call this place Echo Canyon, but the Kiowa know it by another name, Walla Wawa. It means wall of water. And this time of the year, sudden downpours in the mountains snake their way through Buffalo Country into Red Gulch. And all that moisture must pass through this very narrow canyon. Voila, wawa.
Don't see how that helps us, Pecos.
I'll show you. Look up in the sky.
Bird.
No, not the bird. Take another look.
But I don't see nothing but clouds.
Exactement, mon ami. I expect the help will be on the way faster than you can say, sacre bleu.
Take a what? Why, it's commencing to rain. And look at that there water crashing through the canyon.
Hold on to your fromage, Sophie. We're about to roll it on the river.
And I already took past this one, and I can't swim.
they landed right behind Bart McCaskill and his gang of desperados.
Hold it right there, McCaskill. You and your men toss down your guns, and no one will get hurt.
Y'all might as well just shoot me now.
Not in this land, partner. The law is for everyone. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. Just like every citizen, you and your brother will get the, how you say, fair trial.
Yeah, and then we'll hang you. Hey, where is that little brother of yours?
Turn around, Frenchie.
I am Canadian, not French, eh?
Both of you boys, just drop your guns real slow. Now, Brother Bart, you know Mama would be all upset at me if she ever found out that I left my big brother out here all by his lonesome.
Good going, little brother. I guess we're about to depart. Can Pecos Pierre and Sophie the Mule Skinner escape? Will Martin and Bert McCaskill be brought to justice? When will the decent, law-abiding citizens of Red Gulch be able to raise their families in peace? Tune in next time for Pecos Pierre, Frontier Lawyer. Foley, that was awful. Who writes this stuff anyway? Walla Wawa? You have got to be kidding.
And I was having a little trouble with my motivation. I gotta go.
Look, it's not that I don't want to help, it's just that...
I know. You have 250,000 good reasons to sell.
It doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone want to pay so much for this little station? We're broke.
A lot of things don't make sense, especially from a guy who's been around here for, at least 48 hours in the past 12 years.
Oh, forget it.
Desiree, this can't be happening. If Jack hadn't died, he never would come back. And now he's back.
What's done is done, sweets. The past don't change.
I wouldn't know which way to change it if I could.
Been there too. Sure have been there.
Who have you become? If you care to look, why are there not some answers in a book? What can start you on any path, and then where that path may lead all begins with when you're one learning how to tattle, when you're one learning how to talk. Every moment's Christmas Day, every word's a thrill to say when you're one.
Then you grow and meet accomplished people. You admire what they can achieve.
And you wanna be one too. You learn to study when you're through. Then you're one. Through what you've learned, by all that you have done, you've earned regard. You know you're one.
Still there's a lick in everything you do.
You're one alone, not one of two.
And there's so
little satisfaction
when
there's no one to share your dreams.
you
might lead to anywhere.
Now, friggin' what?
Eve, I've been giving this a lot of thought. I know this station was my dad's life. It's your lives. I made the choice to leave. So if you think you can make it work, well, I frankly don't see how you can. Well, I'm not going to try to stop you. I've decided to sign the station over to you. You can do what you want with it.
Albert, I'm speechless.
Oh, that's a first.
That's very nice of you.
And we'll never have to see that creep again.
Sorry, I say sorry to interrupt, folks.
I take that back.
I beg your pardon.
I love it when men beg.
Al, Al, my friend, do you think I could have a moment of your time? Sure. I'm glad you're here. We've made a decision. I know you'll think this is crazy, but we've decided not to sell. You see, this station is more than a business to... There seems to be some sort of misunderstanding. I'm not trying to buy the station. Over the past 3 years, your old man borrowed a great deal of money from us, using the broadcast license as collateral. I think he really did believe he could turn this place around. Unless you come up with $250,000 in 7 days, we'll simply foreclose, and the license will become ours anyway. Of course, I'd be willing to offer a reasonable financial incentive to speed things up. So give me a call when you realize it's the only thing you can do.
Wow. Talk about a shit sandwich.
Oh, that reminds me. I was going to run over to Disco's Diner. You want anything?
We can't let him do that.
Get Ungar to stop him.
I remember when I first started here. We needed to replace the old transmitter. There wasn't enough money, so Jack held a fundraiser.
We've got coverage of 1 square mile.
With expanded reach at night.
That was a few $1,000s. You can't raise $250,000 in a week.
Oh, yeah? They laughed at the Wright brothers when they said they could fly.
Yeah, and they laughed at Robert Fulton when he said he would build a steam thingy.
And they laughed at George when he said, well, just about anything.
Okay. You got it. Let's go for it.
Our listeners keep telling us how much they love the station. They love to gush that we're the greatest thing in all creation. Well, now they have a chance to save this place from devastation, to show how much they value our unique interrelationship, and put their money where their mouth is. Come up with some dough. Put their money where their mouth is. It's just quid pro quo. Put their money where their mouth is. Taking without giving is so weak. They love to tell us that we're great. Now they can show appreciation. Let them put their money where they speak.
We love this town, though some have said it's sleepy and it's tired. But that may be why some old folks came here when they retired. More than a few have got an ample egg inside their nest. Why wouldn't they contribute to the station they love best? When they can put their money where their mouth is. Pony up some scratch. Put their money where their mouth is. We're a perfect match. Put their money where their mouth is. Time for all of them to walk the walk. Love is fine and swell and such, but Valentines don't help us much. Let them put their money where they talk.
Our countrymen meet challenges with muscle or persuasion. Whenever there's a crisis, then we rise to the occasion. like Washington and all his men when trapped at Valley Forge. Where would we be if not for the tenacity of George?
From Northport down to Southport, as from Lexington to Concord, the spirit of our countrymen will always be unconquered. Like Nathan Hale said when he died to help the population. My one regret is I can write but one check for this station.
From Maine to California, from the south up to the north, great men and women, when we needed, always sallied forth. As JFK said when he wanted passions to arouse, ask not what we can do for you, what can you do for cows? It's time to put their money where their mouth is. Beans,
chips,
cabbage,
gravy, bread.
Well, I'm getting hungry.
Put their money where their mouth is.
If they don't wear them,
Put their money where their mouth is.
It's the only way
'cause we don't have another lead.
to get the moolah that we need.
Let their money prove the things they say.
And there's another group that has some cash we can procure. They help to keep the tax base here financially secure. The folks who own vacation homes.
Oh God, this town's so cute.
It's time for them to trade a little cuteness for some loot and let them put their money where their mouth is. Come up with some dough. Put their money where their mouth is. It's just quid pro quo. Put their money where their mouth is.
If they don't, the future's pretty bleak.
We gotta call the favors in.
No way we'll let the haters win.
Let them put their money where they speak. Can we finally talk now?
of course. You have some ideas for the fundraiser? We need all we can get.
Yeah, right. The fundraiser. No, not about that. I've been thinking hard, and, well, Eve, you were 16 when I left town.
Yeah, I was 16 and in love with you.
I loved you too. I think I still do. I wanted to be with you, but I also needed to do what I was doing. That Fulbright opened up a whole new world for me.
And I was here waiting, thinking one day you'd walk back into the studio and somehow we'd continue where we left off.
I wanted you to know about all these incredible things that were happening. The people, the cultures. I was traveling all the time, living in tents and on barges, 1,000,000 miles from nowhere, let alone a mailbox.
You could have tried harder, more than a few postcards a year, and even that stopped.
You're right. I could have. I should have. I was always going to. And then I heard about Travis.
Travis. We were friends at first. I was lonely, and I needed someone to talk to. We were a mistake from the start. I don't blame him. I never got over you, and he felt it.
I signed up for any project that would take me as far away as I could get from anything that reminded me of you. I was so mad at Travis. Well, no, I was mad at myself. I ran and I ran until I finally realized that all I really wanted was to race back here to you.
Look what we've become, it's a sorry sight. I was much too dumb to entreat you right. What I have to say is long overdue. All my paths lead here, all begin with you. You're my one ever since I've known you. You're my one Christmas Day. I thrill to every word you say. You're my one. I have gone and met accomplished people. I admire you more than all the rest. Singapore to Amsterdam, it's one thing of which I am sure. My one. The world is wide with wonders and with charms, but when it's seen with empty arms, there's such a lack in everything I do. Alas, alack, my lack is you. And there's so little satisfaction when there's no one to share your dream. Though I've fled to everywhere, still the ache is always there. You're my one.
Please, Eve, be my one forever.
Oh, Albert.
What was that, Reginald?
Cecily, I fear the engine has quit on us again.
But, Lovey, we're not near the port yet, and at this rate we will most definitely miss the ship. I told you this horse's carriage was unreliable.
Don't be alarmed, Cecily. I'll just give her a few cranks and we'll be off. Oh dear, I'm afraid we've run out of petrol. And the spare canister is empty.
No petrol? Now we shan't get to America.
Oh, please forgive my carelessness, Lovey.
Perhaps it's for the best.
What do you mean?
Maybe it's a sign, an omen. You do believe in those sort of things, don't you, darling?
No, my precious, but I'll pretend I do. For you.
Like those storm clouds.
Cecily and Reginald never came back to the ship, and on April 11th, 1912, the Titanic sailed without them. Their child would grow up to become a soldier in the 42nd East Lancashire Light Cavalry, and on a gray December morning in 1944, Jonathan Upson Weber III single-handedly saved his entire regiment from certain death in the Battle of the Bulge.
This is KOWS Radio in East Northport, coming to you 24 hours a day until we can't do it no more. Carl's Auto Transmissions and Daycare just sent us $50, and I personally want to thank all you mother truckers out there for your support. Our next act is East Northport's one and only stockbroker, along with a few banker friends from the area. Please welcome Roger Nervick and the Derivatives.
Glad to be here, Desiree.
Ooh, you men of wealth and power just make my ticker tape tingle. How did your band get its name, hon?
We play original pieces that sound a lot like hit songs by famous bands.
So here they are, Roger Nervick and the Derivatives.
gets me to green. A little over the counter, she warm my heart. You know I love my little toots. She gives me her calls and I give her my puts. There ain't no leverage by gonna keep us apart. Now I'm taking an option on her love in the gold market of romance. There ain't no selling her short. What I say, she's a no-low fun, her eyes are turning, such a sweet, sweet deal, that she's made me forget all about Jenny May. I'm talking about my NASDAQ queen, you know she really gets me to green. That girl's net worth ain't no quarter-point change. I'm telling you, she's such a gas. I give her my bid and she gives me her ask. Gonna call her up on Exchange. I got futures with crude, futures with beans, futures with natural gas. I got futures with bellies and futures with soy. Oh boy, I got futures with pickles, futures with prunes, but the favorite future I got is when she said I could be her bullish boy. I'm talking about my NASDAQ queen. You know she really gets me the green. We're a mutual fund, on mutual feelings we depend. She's my little maiden lane. Finding her was a capital gain. And when she rolls over, then I let her have a dividend.
Oh, Eve, there you are.
The National Weather Bureau has issued a thunderstorm warning for South Northport and all greater port cities north and west. This is the KOWS Fundraising Marathon broadcast coming to you live until we're dead. Our next guest is local favorite Laurie Lazar. Laurie, what are you going to delight us with today?
I'm singing a song from my one-woman autobiographical show, which is entitled It's Not Self-Indulgence, It's Entertainment. We start a limited run this Friday before we take it on the road to West South.
And where can the folks see you?
Come see us at the Bankers Trust of Our Lady of Perpetual Agony Rep.
The what?
The Bankers Trust of Our Lady of Perpetual Agony Rep. It's a multi-use facility. They're a bank during the week, church on Sunday, and a theater on weekend nights.
Laurie, I understand this song was inspired by something that happened to you.
All my songs are. That's why it's called an autobiographical review. So, like, there was this really cute guy who lived right across the hall from me. I was, like, hoping he might say something more than, like, hello. When we were passing the hall, I seemed to be interested. Then, one night, I'm, like, home, and there's this rat. Like, mice make me crazy. And rats are like very big mice. So eek, eek, eek. And I ran across the hall and I said, please, I don't want to stay there tonight. So he was like, well, you can stay at my place tonight. And I was like, yes. And then he walks out of the bedroom to go sleep on his couch in the living room. And he's like, see you in the morning. And then I was confused.
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with this picture? It's not my fantasy. He's kind, he's hot, he's single, smart and strong. So what is going wrong? What's wrong with now? What's wrong with here? Maybe if I roll my tongue around inside his ear, then I could be with him where I belong. But here, alone is wrong. You hear about the middleman. they all want to eject. You hear it said that middlemen abound. There's lots of horny little men, or men who'll give respect. But where's the man who'll stake the middle ground? What's wrong with being a shameless flirt? Would he get the message if I just ripped off his shirt? Then I could play Fade Ray to his King Kong instead of whatever's wrong. The word from some psychiatrist is I'm the girl next door, and sex with sister types has to be ducked. Perhaps I need to try a twist and act like I'm a pussy. Then maybe I can get my cornrows shucked. What's wrong with trying a little trick? I could act like some young version of an ancient hippie chick, and maybe get a toke off of his bong. One hit could not be wrong. What's wrong with wanting to get some? Maybe if I bat my eyes, pretend like I am dumb, I don't need him to fall for it for long to cure whatever's wrong. I'd rather yell and scream than sing this song. This solo is just wrong.
$1,000 in 4 days.
Maybe things will pick up. Today's the Serials Marathon. We're doing Public Enemies, then Pecos Pierre, Ungar, and Mysteries of History.
But before that, tell me, darling, will you?
Public Enemies in 60.
Where's Foley? Foley, where are those scripts? Is the copy machine broken again or something? We're on in less than a minute.
I got the copies made and collated. You've each got 4 piles, 1 for each show. Oh, heinous. Oh, most bugs. Oh, no, they're all over the place. Oh, God.
Hey,
here,
I got this.
I need
that. Here, no, this is yours.
You take this one.
You sure? I need that one.
Here, you take
Go
it.
over with this.
Public Enemies in 3, 2.
Good and evil live side by side. Hear them collide in Public Enemies. Real crime stories from real crime logbooks. Despite pleas from his mother and Father O'Donnell, Louis Akiro defiantly refused to surrender to the authorities.
Okay, Louis, we're coming in.
Wait! Catch him!
Somebody stop that priest! Hold your fire!
Oh!
I said hold your fire, you meathead! You just shot the priest!
That was one heck of a shot there, Pecos. You got that varmint right between the eyes.
Oui, mon ami. Monsieur McCaskill made the fatal mistake by not checking for the weapons underneath my chapeau.
Hang it all, Pecos. Who'd have thunk you could hide a gun in that there little bitty hat?
No, like gun. Gun make loud noise. Scare elephants. Cause stampede.
Oh, Jesus.
Ungar, Uncle Charles is down there right in the way of the charging beasts.
Elephant friend of Ungar. Me signal Yadunath, king of elephants.
Ungar, the elephants are turning away from them.
Now don't turn away from the Lord, boy.
It's too late for that, Pops. I gotta run.
Ungar, don't run! Ungar, swing from vine!
Take me with you, Ungar. Don't leave me here alone.
We are not alone, mon ami. The one McCaskill brother is mort. The other one is very much alive and dangerous.
Well then, let's skedaddle.
I can't go on, Reginald. The baby.
Cecily, the storm is bearing down on us, my darling. We mustn't keep this open meadow.
Leave me alone, father.
Son, there's something I must tell you before it's too late.
What is it, father?
Louis, I'm really your father.
Father? You're my father?
Yes, I'm your father, my son.
Uncle, you're my father?
Yes, June, I'm your father.
Reginald, I can't go on any farther.
I've got a son.
No, gun! Elephant's turn!
Turn yourself in, son. Stop this madness.
This is madness, Ungar. We're from such different worlds, but when I'm with you, I feel alive.
Alive or dead, McCaskill, it does not matter to me. C'est la vie.
Oh, Lovey, your strength, I can do it.
A duel to the death. En garde.
Ungar, I love you.
Ungar, love June.
I love you, Reginald.
And I love you, Cecily. Like two buffaloes in heat.
Will Father O'Donnell convince Louis to
Prevent the poachers from taking the ivory? Will
Pecos Pierre bring justice to
Cecily's baby? Tune in next time to find out.
We're out. Farm report, then regional news back in 10.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Think anybody noticed?
I haven't slept in 22 hours. I've got to take a break. Where's Desiree?
Eve, you here?
She went for a drink with that stockbroker. We haven't seen her since.
That was 2 days ago.
Huh?
And the market is up 120 points. You've got a caller who says he wants to make a big donation, but only if he can speak to Desiree. I don't suppose you could fake a little Desiree for the listeners.
Fake being Desiree? Albert!
She fakes it all the time. Just do it until we get the Greater Port Historical Society in the studio. They'll be here any minute. Ooh, line 2.
But I can't.
Hello? Desiree? This is Victor from Northeast Port.
Hello, darling. How's, my little Twinkie doing?
I cannot believe I'm talking to Desiree.
I told you it wouldn't work.
The boys at the foundry are going to be so jealous.
Well, I imagine they will be, my bunny rabbit cupcake. Desire heard a little bitty rumor about you wanting to deposit a big, bulging donation.
Well, me and the boys on the overnight at the Feister Foundry don't know how we're going to get through the night without you. So we all pitched in, and we're sending you a check.
Isn't that sweet of you, Poopsie? And how much are we talking about?
$42.
$42? Didn't anyone ever tell you that size does matter? I mean, that's quite a wad of money, Sugar Pops. You're tops. And to all of you out there listening tonight, please keep it coming. The money. Call me at 1-800-KOWCHIPS. We're not only appealing to our friends here in East Northport for help, we're also sending out an appeal to all of our friends in the surrounding area. This next piece goes out to everyone in Northport.
West Northport.
Northport.
South Northport.
Northeastport.
Eastport.
West Eastport.
South Eastport.
East Southport.
Southport.
West Southport.
West Northport.
Westport.
Northwestport.
East Westport.
North Southport.
What's left?
Port.
Here is the Greater Port Historical Society to tell us why they call the town Port when we're all surrounded by land.
Papa, Mama, Papa, Mama. In 1875, on a wagon train heading west,
Papa, there were tinkers and teachers and tanners and preachers
and a tailor who made a nice vest. Soon
They ended their trek not too far from here, and then they sat and they settled down. But soon as the community started to grow and grow, there was one thing that they needed to know.
what would they name
What to name it? The tinkers who work with their pens and pots.
they all
Wanted to call it Pannersville. The tanners who skin flesh before it rots wanted to call it Tannersville. Tannersville or Tannersville, they almost sound the same. Tannersville or Tannersville, it almost was a game. Tannersville or Tannersville, they certainly became, till that became the name.
There was a railroad coming through the state. If they'd stop here,
Why, that'd be great.
they went to the company, made their pitch, and they were told to stick it.
Tannersville or Tannersville?
Wouldn't fit on the ticket.
Papa, Mama, Papa,
The town would not have a railroad station. Now no one could go for a ride, Mama.
This foolishness must have a timely cessation.
So they asked the judge to decide
When they asked him the sought his counsel, and advice after he stood up, then he told the town council in words concise
and a somewhat lyrical style.
This town needs a new name that's short. And so, I decree here in court, the town's name shall be henceforth P or T.
And so they called it Port.
We're in our fourth day of the KOWS Marathon fundraiser. We want to thank all of our talented folk who've come down to help us out. Our next act is Miss Mitzi Wade. Mitzi performs every Friday night at the Bowl-a-thon of Lewis Lanes and her band, Mitzi and the Flatland Billies. She's here to favor us with a country ditty.
When I was young, my brother played in a band. He was older than me, and I thought it was grand. But his friends didn't want me around, those mean old lugs. Then one day, when I was about 15, they was practicing. It was a whole new scene when I walked in with a great big pair of jugs. Oh, here they are. Quick as a flash, I knew it meant I finally found me an instrument. But they wouldn't work all stopped up, so I pulled their plugs. Then I blew inside and made lots of noise. I knew at last I was one of the boys, ever since the day I was blessed with these here jugs. Now it seemed the boys really liked the sound, 'cause then they always wanted me around, offering me candy, moonshine, liquor, and drugs. though it sure did chop my butt a little when that violinist said I could bow his fiddle if I let him put his lips on one of my jugs. I lead an all-girl band. We're known far and wide across the land with our names on dolls and records and books and mugs. And if you ask me the secret of our success, well, I suppose I'd have to guess it's because we're Juilliard girls and we all have impressive jugs. We'll be together till the end. Each one of us gals is our bosom friend. And if you don't like it, well, you can just... What the hell you looking at? You look like some deer caught between a pair of headlights. Now, what was I saying? I swear, as I get older, my memory is slipping. Now, let me see. Oh, yeah. We're looking for a roadie. Someone to carry our jugs.
It's day 5 of the KOWS Marathon, and our grand total is $1,616. Come on, folks, you could do better than this. We have with us KOWS's own Denny Kadori.
Go, Den!
Thanks, Albert. Ever since I met you and your parents, remember? Back when I was in witness protection? You took me in and were like my own family.
I know just what you mean there. Jack was like family to all of us.
Well, except that you didn't yell all the time. So not so much like my own family, I guess.
Jack was the best, no doubt about it.
Okay, so this song is about a made-up guy, of course. But it's for you, Jack and Kimmy.
Wherever you are.
He was a boy the age of 10, and he loved her even then, much too shy to let her know. So he wrote a song for a talent show. The whole crowd cheered and stomped their feet, but they were just a blur. Far as he could see, the room held only her. I can sing, I can dance, I can show you true romance. If it's love that you need, I will give it willingly. So let me try with all my might. I will offer the moon tonight, along with stars from above, if you would only be my love. They'd been married 7 years. One day she started having fears. Her girlfriend said, all men are fools. Sooner or later he'll break the rules. That very evening she came home to 100 roses red. While she cried happy tears, he held her close and said, I can sing, I can dance, I can show you true romance. If it's love that you need, I will give it tenderly. So let me try with all my might. I will offer the moon tonight, along with stars from above, if you would only be my love. He'd very rarely say she's my wife. He'd usually say She's my life. Every breath he breathed for her, till he finally breathed no more. She held on a little while, living life without a smile. Near the end she couldn't speak, she couldn't move at all. And on one special moonlit night, she heard him call. I can sing, I can dance, I can show you true romance, and the love that you need I will give eternally. So let me try with all my might. Come and take the moon tonight, along with stars here above. You are my one and only love. I can sing, I can dance, I can show you true romance, and the love that you need I will give eternally. So let me try with all my might. I will offer the moon tonight, along with stars from above. If you would only be my love.
It isn't working, Albert. There's nothing more we can do.
Stop that, Eve. I don't care about the station. I care about...
You have to care. It's your father. We're all depending on you.
Sure, I came back to say goodbye to Dad, but I'm not leaving until...
Yes, you are. The first train out of port, just like before.
No! Wait! Damn it! Damn it twice!
I can't believe this is it. It'll be over tomorrow.
Yeah, we're toast.
I wish I could have helped more.
We know, Albert. Nobody's blaming you.
Not anymore. Well, some of us aren't.
I would be so indebted if one of you big, strong men would help me transport these items of sentimentality to my truck.
Who's our next act?
Well, we're running out of acts. The mime is back. He wants to do another bit, but nobody liked him the first time. One guy drove to the station to take back his donation. How about that song you and Albert did back in high school at the talent show?
That was so long ago.
I can't.
Now here's one that's sure to please even the toughest crowd. It's none than KOWS's own Eve Summers and Albert Gatewood, singing a song that made them famous from East Northport to West Southport.
It was a day as ordinary as a day could be. I was delighted and content with my own company. But then I saw a little girl and I was knocked away. This wasn't gonna be no ordinary day. I knew I had to have her for my very own. And so to anyone who called me, I said, hold the phone.
Well, I was minding my own business in a mindless pursuit when I saw a little boy and he looked awfully cute. I stopped what I was doing and I said, hey you, I think there's something better that we both could do. And when I saw him smiling, it was plain to see that he felt the same way as me.
Well, I never
met a boy could make me feel the way you do.
I am gonna stay beside you always, baby. What else can I do?
Well, we found a little place where it was dark and still, and the more we talked, the more I knew that he fit the bill. I got up close and whispered, you're my kind of guy. I laughed because I realized that he was shy. He didn't seem to mind when I kissed his cheek, and when he kissed me back, I felt my knees are weak.
I had to hem and haw, I had to blush, I had to cough, and when she looked at me, she blew my socks right off. Was I standing on the ceiling? Was I standing on the floor? I only knew I never felt this way before. I was thrilling from my forehead to my ankle bone. I told the rest of the world, hold the phone.
Well, I
never met a girl that make me feel the way you do.
I'm gonna stay beside you always, baby. What else can I do?
I told her, baby, it's 4:15. By now it's obviously clear that you're the one I adore. Do you think we ought to stand here kissing all night?
Or maybe we can other place to do it upright. I can say it to you sweetly, I can say it to you lewd. There's no denying, Daddy, when you put me in the mood. So I called a taxi and I took him on home.
Soon I called a preacher and I made her my own.
And then I get to thinking it's a wonderful life.
Since I found this little girl and made her my wife. Now we have a little tribe that's all our own. Sometimes you gotta holler, hold the phone.
Nice going, you two. We got pledges totaling $32.50 while you were singing.
Who pledged 50 cents?
All of them. There's something strange going on with our transmitter. Since those WHAT engineers came in to rewire for the transfer, I need to check out the tower.
We need to talk now.
What good will talking do?
Well, I can't stop thinking about what happens 2 days from now. What will we do when we don't raise the money and KOWS folds? Do we leave together?
What was that?
I can't tell. A thunderstorm or something, I guess.
Albert, either way, when the fundraiser is over, I'm used to taking care of myself.
But, Eve, I want to take care of you, like Ungar takes care of June. I love you even more than Reginald loves Cecily, you know? I lost you once. I can't lose you again.
You make it sound like changing the last 12 years is as easy as calling 1-800-COW-CHIPS, and suddenly everything's gonna be all right.
Look, if I could, if I had the money, I'd make it right. Say the word, and I'll stay. Or we can both go. We can start over. Anywhere. I don't care what happens, as long as it's you and me. Just tell me yes, and let me love you forever.
Yes, Albert. Oh, yes.
No. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Foley, what happened to you?
I'm not sure. I was working on the transmitter, and I noticed that the WHAT engineers left some loose wires. I moved them around, and there was this explosion.
We heard the whole thing in the truck. Very touching.
Great bit. Might really work, too. It's better than anything in Ungar.
Who wrote the script? Not you, Foley. Was it you, Eve? I've always liked yours better anyway.
Yo, Albert, I was wondering, man, is there something still going on between you two? The line sounded so heartfelt.
Den?
If you had left me like that, I would have hunted you down and cut off your nose.
What?
Are you people talking about?
Yes, we went national a little early.
Oh my!
God, we
were on the
air?
Yep, coast to coast.
I'll get it.
Me too, I guess.
This is KOWS Radio. How can I help you? You want to make a $250 donation to keep that young couple on the air? Yes, of course I'll help you.
Totally awesome. $500 from the Lonely Hearts Club in San Diego, California, dude.
Well. It's true after all. I'm so glad you two didn't let this chance go by. Be happy.
Boca Raton, Florida?
Montclair, New Jersey?
Buffalo?
Arlington, Virginia?
Wow.
Sarasota, Florida?
Walla,
Wow,
Washington.
man.
Calling from Chicago and you want only a
Pleasant
$1,000?
California?
From
Wow.
Arizona?
Credit cards are accepted.
Highland Mills? $2,000?
It took a mighty miracle to keep us on the air. Was nothing left for me except that dreaded rocking chair. Now I rejoice loud as I can, 'cause this feels even better than a man. The station has been saved. The station saved. The station saved. The station saved up from a little twist of wire. And now I know I can enjoy a feeling nothing can destroy. My heart is full of endless joy, and it keeps growing higher.
I lived a life that kept me riding round from place to place. I worried deep inside that I might never see your face. I was dumb, thought I was smart. Now I'm here back at the start. You and KOWS have got my heart. The station has been saved. The station saved. It's been saved. The station saved. We're gonna keep it on the air. It's gonna be a big success. From now on we all are blessed. I never let my partner stress. We each got an equal share.
I tried to make me into a no-nonsense business gal. Worked hard to blot out every single memory of ours. Let's all have some champagne on me. Toast Jack and his memory. A little of his whole damn legacy. The station and its own. The station saved.
The station saved. Oh, it's been saved.
'Cause people everywhere respond to love.
Your romance turned the hearts around
Of all them folks from out of town.
and all that cash is raining down.
Like blessings from above.
I knew that we were beat and we would have to take their feed. I went to patch the signal like the haters said they need. Past mistakes had made them curse, but this time I did something worse. Hooked it all up in reverse. Station has been saved.
Saved. The station saved. We'll celebrate the joyful day.
From now on we'll stay right here, broadcasting your happy years. If you're near, please lend an ear and turn your dial to
Show the